Namaste, yogis, yoga teachers, yoga queens, aspiring yoga teachers. I'm going to tell you 3 ways to make money in 30 days or less. And these 3 ways are something that you can do without even needing to have your certification. However, if you want to do them solo by yourself, then you will need a certification. I will tell you how you can do it without a certification at the end of the video. So if you're interested in watching to the end, that's one of the things you can do. All right. Way number 1, you can host an event. Events can look a variety of different ways. Events can be something like a pop-up class, a yoga party. There's so many things. I actually wrote down a free resource that I have been giving away for anyone who registers for event training. And the event training is like $100 or so. You get these 77 ideas, event ideas, and then there's actually a little bonus in there. So there's more than 77 event ideas. So if you're thinking about doing an event but not quite sure what event to do, the ideas may help you, and just the training in general can help you to get your idea from in your head out into the real world. So ideas for events are amazing, and you can host an event and start making money. The cool thing about events is that there are multiple streams of income within one event. So you are not limited to only ticket sales in an event. Number 2 way to make money with 30 days or less is privates. Privates are something that really opened up my eyes to making more money. When I first started teaching yoga, I was charging a little bit. I think the cheapest that I ever got paid was like $30 an hour for yoga when I was teaching at a studio, my first teaching position. And I hope I remember that number correctly, but it was somewhere around that range. And I was teaching a group of people for $30, and I started doing privates, and I probably made in my first private like $45 to $60, something along those lines. And so it was like, wow, I'm teaching one student. Granted, there's that attention. I need to give full attention. I need to be prepared. All of those different quality things that are involved. And I had taught this one class and made more than I made in the group class. So that's definitely a good route to take. The reason why I love privates is because in a group class, it is very challenging to give someone attention if they are having, extreme pain in multiple poses. Now, it's reasonable to help students out in a group class, but come on, you're not going to be able to give one student attention the entirety of your class. And so in a private class, someone who may be unsure, new to yoga, previous surgery, previous injury, or just different body type, different body style. Those are the type of people who really, really love privates, and they actually are discouraged in a group class, or often can be discouraged in a group class, and just feel like they really get your personal attention, your personal expertise, and they feel so much more supported in a private class than in a group class where they feel like one of many, and they may actually, feel like very lost. So privates are a great way to go. It's a great value exchange because the students walk away with things that they can potentially do on their own, or they walk away with a relationship and a deeper grasp and comprehension of themselves, which may have not been accessible if they felt lost and confused for an entire 60 minutes of yoga. Often I've seen people who take private classes actually develop a deeper relationship with themselves in a short period of time, as opposed to being in a group class and not having that type of connection. So privates are amazing. The thing that I would say about privates, if you're thinking about pricing privates, I may do a separate video on this in the future if y'all really like it. Y'all have to let me know in the comments if pricing is something that you need a lot of help with. If you're pricing a private, industry average is about $60 to $100 starting off for a private. Now, that's the average. There are some, like for myself, I charge starting at $500 for a private at this current moment of the recording. And I like high profile clients. I like to work with them because they want to pay for quality and experience, and I can do my whole shebang and bring all my pieces and have, different team members included in my total price. Whereas when I first started off, I was happy to make $100. So determining your price can be really fun because a higher price may mean that you're able to include more, whereas a lower price may be more affordable and you actually get to serve who you want to serve. So you really get a chance to balance out what that looks like. Choosing your price does tell your client, who you are for and who you are for not. For example, for me, if I have a beginner in yoga, they're not quite sure about yoga, they only want to, pay a couple dollars and see if they want to try it out, they know right away that I'm not for them. However, I do have a platform where people come and ask me for yoga all the time. All the time, y'all. They ask me all the time. And I feel because yoga is such a passion of mine, sharing yoga is a passion of mine, I don't like turning them away. I don't like telling them, no, you can't afford me. Like, that's not something that I enjoy saying. However, I don't energetically value getting $50 for an hour of my time, getting $100 for an hour of my time. It is actually energetically draining. So I found a solution. I now have partnered with the YogaVerse to offer yoga teachers and potential yoga students a chance to connect. So all the people coming into my DMs and my inbox asking for yoga, I plug them in to this platform where teachers can go become an approved teacher, then get placed on the platform where people can schedule with them right away. So it's like a scheduler, except that you can connect with people who may not follow you on Instagram, may not know who you are, may not be familiar with your style of yoga. They go on, they see the options, they're like, oh, okay, this looks cool. I want to try this out. And they're able to schedule directly with you. You have that private session, go on your calendar, go on their calendar, they pay the money, everything's taken care of, and you show up and teach. And so that's something that is just rolling out for the first time yesterday. Yeah, so you are one of the first to know that. Welcome to the YogaVerse. We bring yoga into the modern age. So now you get an opportunity to tap into clients you would have never known otherwise. So we'll welcome you to apply, and the application details will be in the caption if you're interested in that. All right, so first two were events, privates, and by the way, if you're interested in events, you have to go check out my video on events, and I'll put that link there. Video on events where you can go and register and purchase the event course so that you can follow along with the event training. If you're interested in the privates, information for that will be in the caption of this video. All right, third thing, and this thing is, if a person like me, you're always thinking, or you're like, oh, this could work for this and this could work for that. Products are a great way to make money. You can pre-sell a product. So the thing that is usually required when you pre-sell, at least have an image, some type of graphic, something that people can see so that they can pre-order on a product. If you are, for example, like I did with the Black Yogis Matters tees, I have the Black Yogis Matters sweatshirts. I did a pre-sale, and because sweatshirts aren't something that are common to need in my environment, it's often very warm. It was like 80 something degrees on the winter holidays here. So we didn't want to have inventory that we couldn't sell. So we had a pre-sale, and we only filled the orders for the ones that were purchased. And so some people missed out And some people didn't. People were able to pre-sell, pre-purchase before we had the inventory. So that's a great way to do it if you want to go the product route. All right, recap. You have events, you have privates, and you have products. Those are 3 ways that you can make money, shmoney, in less than 30 days. So go out there, make some money, because the more money you make, the longer and the more impactful you can be in the yoga industry. And you know the mission is world peace through inner peace. Namaste.